Hi, so in this session we're going to be making tiramisu. This is just about you understanding about pate bombe and how it's used in so many different things. So whether you're using pate bombe or if we're using Italian meringue, how they're a base for so many different dishes. So in this one, tiramisu, I've made my pate bombe, so I'm actually making half what this recipe is on the board. I've got a 14 centimetre lined loose ring there, and then what I've done, so I've boiled up my sugar syrup up to 120 degrees, then added to my whisked egg yolk, and then I've carried on whisking until it's cool. So I've now got my pate bombe there, I've passed it off, I've made sure I've got no bits of hard egg yolk or anything in there, so that's ready to go. So now I'm just going to start by making the cream and then we can build everything. So here I've got 250 grams of mascarpone straight in, and do not use cream cheese in replacement for it. Cream cheese is not a replacement for mascarpone. The difference being is that mascarpone is made with cream and cream cheese is made with milk, so it's just not as rich. Okay, so we've got the mascarpone in there. I've then got 75 grams of Greek yogurt. And then I've got 100 grams here of creme fraiche. And then next to me here I've got a vanilla pod, so just to give it a nice vanilla flavour. I've cut it in half lengthways, don't cut it in half the other way, you can't scrape out the seeds. So then I'm just using either the back of a knife, or I'm just using here a little cranked spatula. Just going to open it up. I'm just going to scrape those seeds out, and the pod won't be wasted, because what I'll do is I'll put it in with some vanilla sugar so that we get maximum flavour and use out of the vanilla pods, because they are expensive, between £2 and £3 each. So I'm just going to scrape out that last bit, got caught. So there, that's out of the way. So all I'm going to do, quickly mix those ingredients together, just to soften them a bit. Make sure, because the mascarpone will be quite lumpy, we want that to be nice and smooth in there. And what I'm going to do, just start to whisk up my whipped cream. So I've got 300 grams of whipped cream there, and what that's going to do is once I've mixed this mascarpone creme fraiche yogurt mixture to my pate bombe, I'm then just going to fold in some cream, and that's going to be my vanilla cream. Pate bombe, what it's going to do is it will set, and that will hold my mascarpone cream so it sets nice and firm, so it's not too runny. So straight in there already, just from making this, I can smell the vanilla from the pod. It smells absolutely amazing. I love vanilla. So as you can see, the cream starts to turn that yellowy colour, almost like a whipped custard in a way, with that egg yolk in there. always, don't whip it up completely in the machine. Just take it out, finish that by hand. Make sure it doesn't get over whisked. Otherwise, instead of being silky and smooth, it will be grainy. Lightly fold that cream in, make sure it's well mixed. So what I'm going to do, I was going to pipe it in, but I'm not. I'm going to just spoon it in. That'll be easiest. So I've got some lady fingers here. That's what I'm going to do. The mixture goes right into the corners. So move this across and do a little swap over. And what I'm going to do here, I've got some coffee. I've got that mixed with, you can either use rum, I've got coffee liqueur. I'm just going to dip the biscuits in quickly, the lady fingers. Absorb moisture really quickly. So that's my first layer in. So you can see this cream makes quite a lot, so you don't need to make that full amount on the board, you can make a half measure. Now I'm just going to cover it up again, cover the biscuits. The corners. Another layer. So my final layer of cream. Push it into the corners. Like so, then traditionally you'd now use cocoa powder. So you sprinkle it with cocoa powder, and what you do is you leave it uncovered in the fridge overnight, and the cocoa powder goes dark rather than being pale. Okay, so it gets slightly wet. But what I'm doing, just to do a different version, so this is a Gordon Ramsay recipe. What I'm going to do instead, so I'm just going to grate fresh chocolate over the top, and then again leave it uncovered. Leave it uncovered in the fridge overnight. What will happen is the chocolate will get slightly damp from the fridge, and it will go nice and dark and leave that nice famous finish to the top of the tiramisu. A few more little bits of chocolate. Make sure it's fully covered. So there we have it, tiramisu. So what I'll do, put it in the fridge, set overnight, and I'll be able to pull that out, and that will hold its shape, and I can cut that. Nice and simple.